Welcome back, everybody. It's the return of Roll20 presents Tomb of Annihilation, Tomb of Vapenation. Because look at all this fog. Just having a foggy time over here. Arcturus, you have effectively blinded everyone in the vicinity of this cloud. So cool, good work. Stopping anyone from being able to attack or see anyone else. I put heavily obscured and blinded into the chat so you can into our Roll20 chat so you can see it. And now there is a zero visibility.
Here's a question, Adam.
Yeah.
If we're both in the fog cloud,
yes,
and attacks against the creature have disadvantage and attacks against the creature have advantage, does that mean it's just normal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The problem is you can't actually see where anything is. I'm gonna I
mean, unless it's like touching you, right?
Exactly. Like you can feel the wall next to you, but you can no longer see like anything. You can't even see each other.
This is something that doesn't happen very often to Ishi.
There's a wall here and a wall here, and you can feel those.
Because darkness doesn't affect Ishi.
Yeah. But also it's like being in bright light, right? Like your eyes don't like that. So that's probably the closest thing. Arcturus, you still have a move action if you'd like to do something. You could leave the cloud.
I think I would like poke my head out of the thing and be like, Malik, do we really want to kill all of these people?
I'm pretty sure Little Fox just killed 2 already.
Well, we could just go. And that's like, yeah, I just poke my head out of the thing, and
so
I'm
Malik,
just
you see Arcturus emerge from the like wafting cloud.
This
is like
a
opening the
buying
door
time spell, really.
Yeah, it's like opening the door on Snoop Dogg's limo. Just thick smoke pouring out, and you step out and have this conversation with Malik. Do you want to go back into the fog and hide, or do you want to?
Yeah, I'm wanting to hide in the fog, so I'll just be here.
Okay. And this lasts for an hour, which is what, 100 rounds?
Uh-huh.
Okay, there you go. All right, Malik.
Goddamn.
Just since we're on the same initiative order.
Yeah, Ishu or Malik can go first. It doesn't matter.
Does it not matter? Okie dokie.
Yeah, basically every time 14 comes up, you guys decide. You all decide which of the two of you wants to go.
Yeah. Do you have something specifically you want to do, or?
I mean, my plan is just to sit in this doorway with a ready to attack action because they'll touch me before I touch them, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In that case, I will.
If they want to come running out of the fog like smoke grenaded,
Yeah.
So I'm going to move 5. That's 15, 25. I'm going to go up to here. Can I see the dudes around the corner?
Yeah, you can see the front dude. And I gotta move these so I stop touching them by accident. Okay, go over your character sheets, get out of the way. There we go. Okay. Yes. So this guy becomes visible to you.
And I say, help, there's a monster attacking. It's over in that direction.
That is terrible acting. You can roll a performance check at disadvantage. Help. That was terrible.
Help.
help.
Can I roll deception because I'm deceiving them?
Yeah, okay, fine. Deception with disadvantage because you're terrible. I love you, but you're terrible.
Help.
Please help.
Oh no!
They
appear to be bad people.
Exactly. I'm not with the monsters. They're different from me. I just happen to be here alone. Yeah, they don't believe you, and you can finish your turn. But you see the guy look, and the face of no, he's just like he sees another enemy combatant.
Did that take an action?
Yes, it was definitely an action to try to deceive them.
Oh. I will finish my turn then by doing. God, I feel like nothing.
This is where we get the Malik version of boring conversation.
I love it. I feel like nothing.
I go, a monster. Oh, it's got me. And I misty step and I teleport inside the building.
Oh no, a monster! He's got me. I'm being dragged. Zoop, and then he disappeared. Okay, now do you have to be able to see where you're misty stepping to? Yes,
see.
30 feet unoccupied. You can't. So you can't. A, can't see through the wall. B, can't see anything in the cloud. But yes, you could teleport to the. You could misty step into the doorway.
Help! Help! It's got me.
Oh, the mist beast. Oh, Malik the unconvincing. Okay, Ishi, what are you doing with your turn?
Okay, so my plan is to step into the doorway.
Yeah.
And then ready in action or anything that comes within 5 feet, like within touching.
Yeah. So the problem here is that you can't see 5 feet in front of you. So you could.
Okay, but to get through this doorway, they will have to step over me. So when they do that, I stab them in the leg. Right?
So here's the thing: there is someone waiting in a square.
I'm not completely blind.
You are actually.
Oh.
No, you like literally are. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm in the space they have to walk through. I don't understand what else I could do.
Yeah. So if someone bumps into you, if someone attempts to move through your square, okay, that's cool.
I just would move through my square. I stab them in the leg.
Yes. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you can't say if someone comes within 5 feet of me because you won't see them. But if someone physically touches you, then yes, you can lash out and take a sword attack on them.
That's okay. My plan is, if they walk through the doorway, I give them a good old stab.
Okay. Totally. All right. Okay, so this guard is going to return to the GM layer because no one can see them.
So some of you might be wondering why this spell is so powerful, but it's because you weren't born in the 90s or earlier, and you didn't get to play the video game Myst, which is actually impossible. There's no answer to it. It's completely impossible. And anyone who puts it in front of them, they're just completely
copies of Broderbund Software's Myst float before your eyes, and suddenly you're thinking about turning spigots and trying to remember how to play the piano, and you're stuck in a QuickTime stack. Okay, so the two guards that are dead take no action because they're dead. The other guards do what they need to do. Then I'm going to move some other tokens around. All right, so 15, 25, 35, 45, 50, 55. Okay, so yeah, something like that. Okay. And unfortunately, this person, sure doesn't have anything. Let me check the. Now that everybody's blind, I gotta keep checking these spells and all this other shit. So, okay. So let me see if you need to be able to see this person. See the target.
What you call needlessly complicating an action.
Hey, listen, I played in a campaign where one of the other players' favorite things to do was as soon as there was a fight, unstopper that ever-smoking bottle.
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't have to see them. Okay, so there's a peal of thunder. There's a flickering of brighter fog. So you hear just like... And right near you, you hear a prayer to Tempest resound. Ishi, you hear someone pray, and then they move back through the fog, and they have blessed 3 of their companions. With the bless spell, which I'm going to copy into chat so that later I can refer to it. 1, 2, and then I don't know, a random guard. Okay, all right. So the blessings of Tempest upon them. They are ready to fight. And bless lasts for the same amount as like rage and all that other shit.
It's concentration, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's concentration until They get hit or up to 1 minute. Yep, same as most spells. Okay, great. Little Fox, it is your turn.
Great. Let us move. So I can move a total of 40. This is all difficult terrain.
It's all sludgy
There.
water.
All right, well, maybe I will double move with a little bit of extra efficiency along this little spit of land. So it would be 40 feet of movement to get onto non-difficult terrain, and then, okay, cool. So let's do that. So I go crashing through the water. Rawr, rawr, rawr. I'm angry.
Water splashing. You don't even have blood on you because you dispatched them so quickly.
And then, so that's my first 40 feet of movement, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So let's say I can get to there.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how much better this is than just... Anyways, yeah. I got an extra 5 feet out of the game. Aces. Nice. All right. Actually, I guess I can move diagonally, so I can end up here. Yeah, okay. That's where I am.
Okay.
I take no action, for I may not. My rage will end if no one hits me.
That's true.
At
Yes.
the beginning of my next turn.
No one can currently see you, so because you can't see out of the cloud either.
Yeah, am
cool.
I in the edge of the cloud, or no? I guess
No, that you can see
a
the
lot
edge of the cloud. I put a little gray aura on it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'll double check to make sure y'all have the aura visible.
I don't think I have the aura. I see.
Okay, let me clear it up
nice
for you.
Pretty cloud, but not
How
the
about
big
that?
box.
You
There
got
we
a
go.
cloudy
Perfect.
box now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like the dude in charge, the knight, I think the lieutenant, he shouts, obviously you have us at something of an impasse. This diabolical fog has clouded everyone's view. And I think, speaking of diabolical fog, now everybody's all shook up. I'll get to fixing this. So he shouts, maybe we'd all best put our weapons down. Talk about this.
I agree.
Since, as you
As do my
say,
companions.
none of us can see the other, what reassurance do we have that your weapons are indeed not trained on us?
Well, boy, you need to be able to see your target to train a weapon on it. And all I can see is fog.
It's true.
I just don't trust that you will actually put your weapons down, as you say.
What has trust to do with it? You attacked us.
I did no such thing.
There's another voice, a snarl woman's voice. She says, Lieutenant, we can still defeat these creatures. Why are you parlaying with them? And then the lieutenant's like, quiet. And
Creatures? You must have me mistaken. I am a human.
he says, I've seen no human face save those of my soldiers. Dispel this fog and come out and we'll talk.
Or perhaps I will turn instead the fog into acidic rain and melt you all.
Had you the tools to kill us in that fashion, you'd have done it already.
Actually, I would not have, because I am not you. But your perception of non-humanoid beings is not to my taste. I think I shall just leave the fog cloud right where it is. Have fun with that. I think that Arcturus and me, I think that we should just go.
All right.
You could, certainly.
Would you like-
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know where the door is, and Malik is like standing in it. So,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure. Well, what do you want to do on your turn? Do you want to leave?
Well, Malik's standing in the doorway. But
You can still
I
go
think,
through him, right? You
yeah,
can-
I think that I would. At least we came from this direction.
Yeah, more or less.
So I think that the best way is to go back the way we came, just so like they might they might have, I don't know, anything. So I'm trying to figure out 10, 20. Like I can't really get that far. I can get to like here probably with one.
Sure. You can stumble out of the ruins.
Yeah. And then I guess, can I want to like be on the lookout for, like, is there a way that I can make a perception check or something to see if there's someone else on the outside where there's no fog? Or
Yeah, you can take your turn to make an investigation or perception check, whichever you prefer.
sure, I'll do perception.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't have any kind of advantage.
Okay.
19?
Yeah, you don't see anybody else around.
Okay. So then it would just be like, let's
I mean, no one
go.
can see you. You're waving to empty air.
All right. I thought Malik might be able
Malik
to.
is technically in the cloud and thus blind.
Yeah, got it.
Yep. Okay. So, what now, Malik? It's your turn.
Yes. I suppose no blood needs to be spilled. Come along, party. We'll leave these people to explore this area of ruins, I suppose. And then he says, like, more quietly to Arcturus, he's like, we really have to talk about how we're doing this whole engagement.
As you walk out, like, we gotta have a tactical conversation about this.
She's like in the fog hearing this, like,
Mm-hmm.
what are we doing?
It sounds like everyone's leaving, Ishi. Yeah, party's over.
Oh,
I mean, Arcturus is just like, rather not to murder, but we've done this before, right?
I hold position. If anything bumps into me, I stab it. That's what I'm doing.
You're just gonna stay there? Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm blind. I'm in the middle of a doorway. I don't even know where I am.
I mean, you could probably know where the other doorway was. It's not like you didn't come into the room and see what the room was before you were blinded.
I mean, sure, but
You could leave if you wanted to. It's up to you, though, of course.
nope. I stay right here.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I mean, they don't know where I am either, so.
Okay, so hang on, sorry. All right. So they're going to stumble around in the fog, I guess. Let's see. So you, little fox, you hear like splashing around in the fog, but you don't. You don't see. No one emerges. I think they all kind of like wander around. Okay. Little fox, when does your rage end? End of this turn or?
It's already ended.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
wasn't.
So you're no longer enraged.
So I'm no longer enraged, which I think might allow for this like exit strategy to actually pan out.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just like on a wild murder spree anymore. And can so I can see this nerd.
Yeah.
And presumably I could hear them talking.
Yeah, you heard all that
shouting.
conversation. Yep.
Yeah, like I guess I'll just move. I'll just double move this way. I'm so ready for these guys to like betray us or something. Like stab us in the back, but here I go.
I mean, they can't see you, right? Like
I'll
they're
double move.
Arcturus shut this whole fight down like really effectively.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's the whole point, is that Arcturus is, and like he's always been this way. Like, if they don't attack us first, and they didn't technically, they were
they didn't.
ready, but like
yeah,
we
little,
would
little fox
same
flipped
thing.
out. Which
No,
is
I absolutely
also fair.
started this, which is
Yeah.
why I'm not gonna like insist that we finish it.
Yeah.
Meh. The flaming fist. Sparing the flaming fist is like sparing racists.
I mean, they're not all I mean, this is the thing. I agree with you in principle that
You're
the
damn
flaming
right you
fist
do.
that the flaming fists are all bastards. But individual members of the flaming fist may not be
I'm
bastards.
just speaking from Ishi's perspective of like no
Well,
member of the
of course,
Flaming
yeah.
Fist ever been-
And also from Arcturus's perspective of not knowing a lot about the like Forgotten
Yeah.
Realms.
This is a
people.
whole thing
Yeah.
where Ishi and Little Fox have more reason to not like these people than the rest of the group.
Yeah, they have you have context for the Flaming Fist that Arcturus is still like learning.
I'm not at all being like, why
course.
can't we continue the fight? Not at all.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting because we have characters who have been harassed by the Flaming Fist before, both here and in Baldur's Gate, and then other characters who are interacting with them for the first few times. So, and I really like the use of Fog Cloud as a like, no one is fighting. Everybody stop it, because it works. Okay, so Ishi, how long do you stay? I guess because this is diffused. They're not like hunting for you. They're not trying to use the cloud. They're like falling back and reconnoitering. You hear them all kind of like going back out through the.
I guess I make my way back out and like leave if everybody else is gone and like
okay.
It doesn't make a lot of sense for me to sit here alone for a long time and like wait if I don't hear anything else happening. So yeah, I probably like a couple of turns later, if we're going by initiative order, like
yeah, there's the like standing in the fog, like they're gonna come.
Yeah, and they get quieter and quieter. You hear them moving away more and more until you can't hear them anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I think that eventually you back out and you've got, like I said, like an hour to get away from them. And as long as you keep the fog cloud between you and them, you can head back out into the ruins of Mesero and leave them behind. So some minutes later, as you find your way to safety, the group of you like reconvene.
Sorry about the blindness thing. I just figured if they can't see, they can't hit.
Neither can I.
Yes, exactly.
So are we just gonna do that every time now for everything?
I just,
because you don't need a bodyguard or like a soldier with you if you're just gonna stop the fighting every time.
I just don't understand why murder is the first answer. It should be the last one.
It is the first answer.
Who are these?
Passive aggressively setting up camp.
Yeah.
And like just like expressing her discontent by being really like pushy and like loudly clanging things down. And yeah.
Who are these flaming fists? The one time that we ran into them in the jungle, they seemed like jerks, but not murderers. Why are you so ranged against their continued existence?
So the thing about the Flaming Fist is that they're very ferociously against the existence of anything that isn't like human or very human-like. So we've been in fights before. Not a good group of people. Before I met you, obviously. But
if you'd let us know they were the Flaming Fist, I certainly would have been more interested in.
I was busy trying to be sneaky. You know, that thing people do when they don't want to get spotted? I wasn't going to shout, "Hey, guys, there's a big shield with a flaming symbol on it. That's cool." Because then they'll see me. I can't. You got to wait for me to come back.
Yeah.
I like glare at Little Fox a little bit on that one where it's like,
yeah, and like
we had no intel.
we make eye contact and Little Fox just like her eyes narrow and then she like shrugs. Because in her mind, like, she wasn't wrong. They were the Flaming Fist and we do hate them. Yeah. So she should kill them. So yeah, she just like shrugs.
But
and,
like she wasn't aware of that sort of thing. Like,
but now in hindsight, she's like, I totally
yeah.
knew it. It's not just that I went into a blind rage and murdered things.
Yeah.
I must apologize, Ishi, but it is not in my nature nor the nature of my job background to prejudge people.
And that's fine. Your beliefs are your beliefs. You know, you go on loving everyone, but one day when you stop these things in the middle, I'm gonna be the one that gets like 4 swords in them before the fighting stops, and I'm not into that.
I think Ishi's right here. Holding on to your beliefs is all well and good, but if it means putting your friends at risk...
Who is at risk?
I was in there.
Yeah, all of us. I was standing out in the open. You'd cast that cloud while I was still out trying to make diplomacy with them.
Nobody's gonna call attention to the fact that Little Fox started this fight.
Oh, no, totally.
Yeah, no.
Like Little Fox put you in danger, no one else. I think it's just important, like someone calls that out because, yes, Arcturus is being like defensive, but like you all know why this turned into a fight and not a parlay, right? Yeah. The screaming battle hammer, and don't pretend like that didn't happen. It's just important that like is a thing if you're gonna have a conversation about it.
Yeah, and likewise, when I'm trying to talk to them, it's not super conducive to diplomacy, as we say. If you kill a few of them because, I don't know, because you wanted to, because they were there.
Yeah, and like Little Fox stops what she's doing. I think she's like just gotten a fire going, maybe. And says, God, how do I say this with very few words? Hired to protect you from the jungle, things in the jungle. Can't talk to most of them. And she's just like putting some some tinder in the fire.
I think the distinction that our friend Arcturus wants to make is this is a humanoid. There was the opportunity for it. Even
Little Fox looks at you like this is the most inane distinction. Like,
yeah.
Like she just kind of scoffs at it, like shape doesn't matter.
A thinking creature has the opportunity to choose to be aggressive or to give each creature it encounters a chance to live peacefully with each other. I choose not to be the aggressor.
Little Fox like waves a hand broadly. Everything thinks. Trees, animals, dinosaurs. People think too much, too tricky. They say things, kill you anyways. Most dangerous thing in the jungle is people.
Still, you're a little trigger happy on that one.
Don't trust them. And she like crosses her arms.
Yeah.
Okay. Suffice it to say, let me just clear this up. I think it's probably the easiest thing. Suffice it to say, we all acted in ways that were uncooperative to each other. Let's make sure that moving forward, we don't continually screw each other over on every approach that we make because it seems to be becoming a thing. And I really don't want it to be. It makes my life very difficult.
If we encounter more creatures and they attack us, I will defend you all with everything in my power. If we encounter more creatures and without any kind of aggressive behavior on their part, attack them, then I will go back to the port.
You got it. I just think, and I want you to understand where I'm coming from as who I am, because you've been talking about your beliefs a lot. But the kobold approach is take the advantage. Take the advantage. There are stuff that don't see you. Take the goddamn advantage. Like, it's not in my nature to wait until they fight me. It's not in my strategy. But it's fine. I can do it. I'm a professional duelist. I guess I should announce myself a little more. Sorry if my approach has been problematic. But take the advantage. Sometimes. Maybe when I say it's a good idea. Occasionally. I can't be the only one bending here.
I will look through Volo's book and learn more of the creatures of this realm and their history in encounters.
It sounds to me like we're going to need to trust each other a little bit on this, because there are definitely going to be times when taking that stealthy opportunity is going to be the best one. I think we're just going to have to come down to whoever seizes the initiative of the situation and follow their lead.
Oh my god, it's like trying to play a MOBA with a pug. You keep doing bad ideas, but only just because everyone has to go along with them, or you fail.
Yep.
Like, no, I don't want to attack now, but everybody's doing it. Oh god, here we go. It's fair.
Okay.
Critical mass works that way.
All right. Little Fox, you went too hard that time. Okay? Too hard. Is it?
She doesn't say anything.
I'm just looking at her like
she just
I'm hoping
crosses
for
her
some,
arms
like,
and
affirmation of, because she's only saying this because she wants the argument to be over, and like this seems like the easiest way to resolve it. You know, like she's trying to diplomatize through this argument, and she's looking to Little Fox with these eyes that are like, I'm not
please tell
saying
me.
this for real. I just want you to acknowledge that we can move forward now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and she does the thing, like she always looks like a little kid when she's in this mood, like where she's like getting sullen and sulky, and she just like like closes her body up, like crosses her arms, bundles herself up, and just says, "Don't trust them.
and that's fine.
They want to
How
kill
does it
you."
feel to be the Leroy Jenkins of this situation?
You did a good job. You murdered some people I probably would have murdered too, but too fast, too quick. Everybody else not ready.
Yeah, she just like sulks. She doesn't keep arguing.
Yeah.
She just shuts down and like
Okay.
turns inward.
Never mind. I'll talk to you tomorrow when you're more receptive. Yeah, like,
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so you rest and make camp, and the
Are we close enough to fish?
no.
Okay.
No, there's no there's like no animal life around here. It's all kind of repelled. So
Right. We
yeah. So no hunting. You have to eat rations. I don't know if you have any fish left over. Everybody mark inspiration if you don't already have it.
Well, I already have it, Adam.
Well, you should be using it then.
should have spent.
I know, right?
I also
Like,
already have it. So.
Inspiration is often, especially with this group, inspiration is often like the GM being like, "You did a good job. Here's $5." You're like, "I've already got $5. I can't."
Hey, wait.
My
I would
wallet only
always
fits
take another
$5.
$5.
No, but you're not
This is the
allowed. You can
problem.
only have one $5 bill in your wallet at any given time.
Exactly.
That's
the wallet has
dumb. I
one
want
$5
multiple
bill.
$5 bills.
No, can't do
What
it.
if there was like you would get like points and you would accumulate them? Maybe there were like 3 different kinds. There was like a big one, a little one, and then a really
How
fancy
about
one.
instead of the GM giving me $5 bills, chat gives me $5 bills?
Listen, you can do that in your own stream on your own time. But
Hey,
here,
which is twitch.tv/
that's right. Yeah.
All right, good shit, team.
Good nerps. Well done. Yeah. I mean, that's the trick, right? Is that if you're a good art role player, I'm happy to give you inspiration. Y'all inspire me every moment of every episode. But like, once you've inspired me once, I can't until you use it. You can't inspire me again. So, yeah. Okay. So you're squared away on that. Everybody rests. Let me hand out some XP. Obviously, you do long rests, so you recover the hit dice that you recover and the hit points and all that stuff. Everybody gets 606 experience.
Okay, so we get half of our level for hit dice rounded down.
Yes.
Yeah, half of your level in hit dice.
Half of your total back.
round down, which is going to be your total because you have as many hit dice as you have levels.
Right.
Yes, if you spent less than half.
And so, Adam, this is going to be XP for the vines.
It's the vines and the guard acolyte knight.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check because it was from last episode.
Yes, correct. Yeah, it was not that much from these guys, slightly more from the vines, and then 606 was the final collection. Cool.
Still pretty far away from level 6.
Yeah, it happens. That's okay.
5,000 XP to go.
Yep. All right. So the next day in Mesro, the weather is rainy.
What? No way.
Now, do you want to continue just like exploring Mesro today, or you figure you can probably finish it if you spend the whole day exploring? Or you can leave, I guess is your other option.
I mean, we started. We should finish.
Yeah.
Today is Ishi's chance to yell.
Yeah,
Also-
I promised that's what we do.
It's true.
Adam,
Sure,
here's
I
my
have my
question
plan.
to you.
Yes.
If we could just take like a step back, what is the deal with our searching? Are we getting like opportunities to like make rolls to find secret stuff, or is this like
I have to keep some of that obfuscated from you, but essentially you're just going like block by block, looking in the ruined buildings, searching for evidence of people around. You've covered half the terrain of Mesro today, and then yesterday, and if you do another day, you'll finish like looking around.
Okay. How long does detect magic last? It's like a minute, basically.
Yeah.
I recall. So
The idea
I wish
here
there was
is
a way that I could like improve my odds of finding something.
no,
good.
you're surrounded by magic all the time. The inherent magic of Mesro is present. Also, the necromantic magic of the jungle is present here as well. All of that is true. Save your detect magic in case you find something that indicates there might be like a more specific magic within that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have some context for like how I can try to improve our odds of finding some hidden thing here or whatever. Like I'm just trying to think in those terms.
Yep. Yeah.
But I guess I don't have a lot of relevant like knowledge skills or stuff that I could leverage. So it's kind of just it is what it is.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah, I think it's just a case of time because it's like it's a big city, but it's also several thousand years old and it's ruined. And
yeah, and this isn't like we're in a dungeon and we're going to each room and needing to like tap in the right corner or whatever.
Yeah.
This is we're abstracting this a bit. So
yeah,
cool.
exactly. So
Great.
it's like another day of searching.
Yeah, I just wanted to check in about
Okay.
that.
Is that the plan?
Mm-hmm.
And today's searching is going to consist of Ishii shouting like, "Hey, artists!" Like,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty
Okay.
much. Pretty much.
Yeah, as we walk around every now and then, she'll just stop and be like, "Ah."
Okay.
There's a very shrill Ishi occasion.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little Fox's mood has not improved and will only get worse.
Artemis!
Okay.
You're supposed to be here.
All right. So you're wandering around in the ruins, and I think remember yesterday was like the flooded part of town, and so today is the like jungle claimed part. And I think that it's partway through the morning. You've been exploring. You find yourselves in a sort of a clearing with some toppled pillars, and in the center there's a stagnant old like pool or fountain. Obviously, it's like a mosquito nest now. And you've been shouting, and you come out into this clearing, and gosh, I think this encounter, we just jump right to initiative because the way you described your searching, I don't see that there's any other way. So
Okay.
let me
1 million sturges.
No, this one, the encounter is very clear about what happens.
Same flaming fist guys as
Yeah,
before.
it actually says the flaming fist guys that they encountered before and are pissed off. They show up. No, here, let me get you over.
That would be awesome, though.
That would be very weird and sort of prescient of them.
Vindicate me.
Let's see. Okay, so you're on this map, I believe, and you've all kind of like come to like stop here for a moment. Okay, and y'all can see that map. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Are we cool
right.
to do initiative, or do you need to?
Let me clear the order. Yeah, thank you for
Wait,
asking.
yeah,
Dave.
wait till you
I also have to grab another token for the thing that comes.
Also, this absolutely is one of the moments where Ishii has decided to stop and yell artist's name.
Yeah. So I think what happens is, everybody roll initiative. You hear a rustling in the nearby bushes, and everybody stops for a second, and then you hear a roar, and the bushes burst open, and a great lanky creature lunges forth, hungry for your flesh.
Giraffes are pretty lanky.
No, it's not a giraffe. It's a weird looking giraffe. If it is, there's the weird looking giraffe. That's what the weird giraffe
Hey.
looks like.
It's very
Oh,
strange.
yeah, it's like a giraffe, except its arms are the long bit.
From a suitably long distance away, rhetorically, it looks like a giraffe.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if the game gives me.
It is an animal with 4 limbs. It has a head. It's got a trunk like
Listen,
a torso.
if you told Arcturus this is what a giraffe looked like, it could be a giraffe forever.
Better.
Yeah, this is a giraffe. You were attacked
Except
by
he's
a
got
giraffe.
Volo's guide, so he would be like, well, it says here that this looks an awful lot like a troll. Are you sure it's not a troll? Like, no, totally a giraffe.
Okay, let me see if I can find the info because there's a little bit of extra information for these random encounters. Let's see. Oh, nope, it's just the one sentence. Okay, a hungry troll comes crashing out of the jungle, intent on eating the characters. So you're like, Artis, and then this troll bursts out and it's just like
not Artis!
running towards Arcturus. And looking ready to munch. So let me pop the initiative for this bad boy. All right, little fox, what do you do?
This one definitely looks aggressive.
Yeah, he's ready to fight. This guy is hungry and angry, and he's coming after you.
How many feet tall is this troll?
Taller than you.
Roughly. Is it like tall? I just want to check. Like it must be bigger than me. It's a large creature.
Yes, it's a large creature. So yeah, definitely bigger.
So it's
than you.
like 10 or 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the cusp of the size category because
Right.
I'm like 8 feet tall and I have a thing where I carry stuff as if I were
Yeah.
this thing size. So I just like to always check, just how big are we talking here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna throw a penny in this well and make a wish. I think is what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna move over to be in front of.
Hey, the wish
everyone.
spell is very powerful. All right.
Yo, if I could get a wish from this well, I'm saying I
That
can
is
do
some
it.
old school D&D Gygaxian horse shit. You see a well, I throw a penny in it, I make a wish. You die instantly.
Or
Or-
that it actually gives you the wish spell.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying,
Or
big
50-50
try.
chance, coins spray out of the well in all directions, and now you're rich.
Yeah. That's some
You forgot
classic
to
stuff.
wish to continue living.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you run 40, you take your move action to run 40 feet towards the troll.
Yeah, and then I will. I mean, I'm assuming this thing's pretty fucking dumb and is going to attack the first thing it sees. So I will rage, and then take the dodge action, basically.
Sure.
Um,
Okay. You are going to dodge, so let's find a good token for that. There you go. All right.
yeah.
Ishi, how about you?
Distance wise, it's not looking good for my
Yeah. It's a
From a
long way to
sword.
scamper.
for my sword, but I have a fancy old short bow that'll work just fine. Speaking of which, Adam, weather.
It's
just-
rainy, so you're fine.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like that one very rare day where
There's
it's
two, yeah, like basically there's two where it could be sunny or like hot and sunny.
I just wanted to make sure that I hadn't.
That's
missed-
honestly the best use of that macro is like KenIshiC.com.
Yeah, can you see
Can-
it?
Yeah.
It's great, and she's
Um,
actually well suited to adventuring here.
So, Patwang
Okay.
with a short bow
Thunk.
for 11 damage, the
Mhm.
first one, and then Patwang again
Okay, yep, that's a hit too.
for 7 damage.
Okay, so yeah, you just snap off 2 quick shots, and yeah, the troll has 2 arrows sticking out of its side, and it snarls and looks angry at you.
It's already looking angry. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, you know what though? That second shot I think might have been a miss because you've got it's a 15 would have been a hit, except that you're shooting past some like it's got cover. Is all I'm saying from this.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But the first hit is still fine. The second one was very close. It's just like two points of AC cover. So, okay. So the troll, as you predicted, Little Fox. Not that he's dumb. It's just that he'd have to climb over this to get to Ishi.
Yeah,
And
I was seeing this terrain when I positioned myself. I was like, there's
yeah,
kind of
he's-
a funnel.
Yeah, he's figured he's got enough there. So, as he runs towards you, you can see the arrow wounds healing.
Yeah, it's like the arrows are getting pushed. out
Exactly.
of
Yeah, the
his
2 arrows go
body.
boom, or the arrow falls out. The second one, I think, just like he yanks out and throws on the ground as he runs over, and then he gets to make his attacks. So he gets 3 attacks, but they're all at disadvantage. So I'm attacking armor class 16 with disadvantage. Claw. So you take 11.
Yeah, I'm raging as well though, so I take
Mhm.
5.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to add your rage.
No, it's all good. I'm rage dodging, which I don't know, it's fine. right?
Defensive raging. It's a lot of shouting and waving your arms around.
Well, yeah, she rolls up and she's like waiting. She, it's that whole thing of like, yeah, come at me.
Come on.
So she probably like catches the first swing in one hand and then it like gets her with the other claw.
Doing the Shark Tank pace, you know?
Yep.
Like,
All right. So you take 5 on the first swing, the second swing, and then he tries to bite you with disadvantage. So still hits. So 10 down to 5.
So I take another 5. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
This thing's for real, guys.
So
This
he
is
comes
real.
loping up. He's got this kind of a hunched, like semi-gorilla run that he does, and he has big, long fingers, like such that if he bent his hand down, his fingers are like touching midway down his arm, and he's like running on his knuckles. And he comes up, swipes at you. The first strike knocks you back. Swipes again. This one actually like breaks your skin, and then sinks his needle teeth into your arm and like picks you up and kind of shakes you.
Yeah, there's
Everybody
definitely
else.
the like giving it the arm to bite at.
Yeah, everybody else sees this troll savaging Little Fox, but Little Fox is holding on. Okay, Malik?
All right. I think we got a very clear plan of action here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in this square.
That one there? Okay. Let me
That's where the fireball goes.
grab a fireball here. So it's
2020.
20.
Well, 20 radius.
Right, okay. So I'll do the same thing. I should probably just save you a fireball.
Yeah, it's only going to hit him anyway. Presumably.
Okay, so there's your fireball. Yeah, there's lots of places to hit only him. So again, like Little Fox and the troll, you both hear this like the hissing as the ball of fire that streaks past you, like burns away all the rain that's falling on it, and then whoa, there's a sudden rush of wind and heat, and it comes right up in front of you as the troll gets consumed by this fireball. So I'm actually gonna copy this. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna go back to our little landing page and I'll drop it in there. Okay, there we go. Now I have a saved fireball. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage and everything on that, and then I'll roll the saving throw for this big guy. All
That
right.
was a bad one.
That's a bad fireball.
Naughty fireball.
That's okay. And it's a dex save.
Yep, DC 16. Don't you do it.
Got it.
Oh, you
All right.
rascal.
So he only takes 10 damage.
That's fine. The main component is stopping
The other thing. Yep. All right. So it maybe it's the rain. Maybe that he's covered in water. Maybe it's just that you misfire a little bit. But you hit him for 10 damage, and he has been burnt this turn. So he will not regenerate next turn. Cool. All right. So lots of vegetation gets scorched up by this hot fire. Malik, do you want to move? Use your bonus action.
How tall is this like fountain? Is it just like a slightly raised one?
It's actually it's only like 2 or 3 feet lip off the ground.
Yeah, it's one of those like low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I just move back a little bit and towards Arcturus.
Okay. All right. So Arcturus, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I am going to, let me just see. I think I'm going to cast a spiritual weapon and put it behind. I mean, it doesn't hit this turn, but it's still behind the troll.
Yes, the mighty crack of the fish whip.
Yeah. That
right.
fish whip.
So the fish whip appears, and you wanted to put it behind the troll? Back there? Okay.
Yeah, and that misses, but it was still a bonus action. So on my action, I'm going to Toll the Dead, which is a cantrip that I got because I didn't realize that I was supposed to take another one at level 4.
Nice.
And it's already been damaged.
It has,
Yeah.
but
Hold on.
it costs a spell to cast
Right.
spiritual weapon.
It says bonus action.
It's a bonus action spell, and it's a cantrip, right? So you can do that. You can do one level
It's
1
not a
spell.
She
yeah,
can,
it's a cantrip. Toll the Dead's a cantrip.
yeah.
Sorry, totally ignoring me.
Yeah,
Spiritual
it's okay.
weapon is casting time 1 bonus action.
Okay, go ahead and do your toll. Does he have it's a save for toll? an attack
Yeah,
roll?
it's wisdom
it's
saving
not.
throw.
It's not. It's an attack.
It's an attack. Well, but it's a wisdom saving throw.
For Toll the Dead?
Yeah, you point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it. For a moment, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So
Wisdom save. Which
that
Okay,
is
was
so
the
it-
damage.
not good.
So it
No.
doesn't have an attack roll associated with it. It just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just that it got rolled as an attack roll.
Because it's not in the SRD yet,
Yep.
I
Yeah.
need to figure out how to put
Yeah,
it
I
in
can
there.
help you with that. Okay, so how much damage? Deals 2d12?
Yeah, because it's already been damaged.
Jesus, that is an
Sick.
insane cantrip.
That's so
That's real
good.
So it's 19 necrotic damage.
Okay. That is too much damage for a cantrip. Okay.
I mean, she just rolled really high too.
Yeah.
She rolled a 12 and a 7.
It's bananas. Okay,
But still, it's real good.
cool.
I mean, that said, like Eldritch Blast is a cantrip and it's 2d10 once you're 5th level or higher.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's important to remember these are being doubled now.
Totally. Okay. All right. So, movement or anything? Are you good?
I think I'm gonna yeah, I'll move up on it. I'll get up on its bullshit. It's big and scary, but so is Little Fox, and I fight next to Little Fox all the time. So I got my
Okay.
shield, got my hammer, got my fishy whip. I'm ready to go.
Okay. Little Fox, it's your turn.
Sick.
Use your reggae.
Yeah. My ranking. It's like the complete opposite of rank. All right. Just because words are close phonetically doesn't, or on the page, conceptually they are close. So just regular attacking is a 14 a hit.
It is not a hit. No.
Okay. Second attack.
That's
is
it.
a 24 a hit.
Yeah.
So I'll hit it for 17. Nice. 17 damage. That was
Okay.
a third roll.
Wham.
My max is 18. So yeah. Get it.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, Arcturus runs up. Maybe it like briefly distracts the troll. The troll goes to like take a swing at him, and Little Fox just like cranks into its exposed side with the hammer.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and you all heard like that bell ringing sound like it was underwater.
Cool. Like,
Oh, yeah,
like
like
a
a
weird
like-
ring.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
That's awesome.
All right. Cool.
And I'm not going to move, but I'm not dodging anymore, so you can.
That's right. I'll take your
clear
little
the
tower off.
tower icon.
Okay. Great. Ishi, it's your turn.
I'm gonna roll right into comfortable stabbing position,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to comfortably stab
Fantastic.
with my sword.
All right.
So pack tactics. So we're at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Rapier.
Pax Tastus. Oh, even with a
Pax
10,
Tastus.
unfortunately.
Sadly not. But second one.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So boom for 13 damage.
Both ends of the bell curve there.
And then I will take my action surge and go again.
Okay.
So another rapier
Oof.
attack for 13 damage.
Okay.
And then the last rapier attack, 13 is
That
a
is a
miss,
miss,
I
yeah.
believe. Yes.
That's right.
So Ishi just runs in, and while the troll is like, dealing with the other two sort of bigger targets, she just runs in and does that thing in anime where you have a piercing weapon and it goes like, that thing.
Awesome.
Does
Okay.
that.
So the troll, having been burned, does not regenerate and is enraged and starts taking swings. And I think it's gonna go after Arcturus. I think it's gonna focus on killing the person it thinks it can kill. So it's gonna take a claw attack, which is a miss, just barely.
Mm-hmm.
Another claw attack. Hit for 14.
Okay.
And then a bite, which is a miss. Okay.
Ow.
Malik?
Yep. I think we're going to Yeah, I feel like something else is going to happen here. I got that feeling. So I'm only going to use fire chromatic orb.
Okay.
Oh, I can use my new macro.
Ooh.
Ho 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 ho.
Okay, so
Look
you.
at that.
You-
Oh, I
you-
can choose the damage type.
Ooh, which would be great if you hit with it, but you do not.
Oh, yeah. I was so busy doing
Do you want to use lucky to re-roll it, Dave?
I mean, I've already rolled damage. It's a bit late.
Yeah,
I mean, you should never have rolled damage because
it's fine.
I just wanted to show off the macro.
so you're like, check this out. Whoa. And it like flies past them and blows up in the. Yep, it's cool. It's a great macro. Just it doesn't hit is the thing. Do you want to move? Do you want to do anything else? Climb into the well, lie down, close your eyes.
We need to make sure it gets hit, so I'm going to quicken a firebolt.
Okay. Quicken spell makes something a bonus. Makes it a bonus action, right? And firebolt is a
Yes.
cantrip.
It is.
Rock and roll.
That's
That's much better. Yep.
and then we go.
Okay.
We get a lot of damage on him.
All right. So the troll is staggered, smoldering, close to death. Arcturus, you want to try to finish this thing off? You're muted, Blue Jay.
Sorry, fish whip.
I see the fish. Oh, fish whip did it. Do you roll damage, fish whip?
4 down.
That's enough. How does the fish whip kill this troll?
It wraps around its trolley throat and then just like yanks the troll back, and you can see its like face going like weird and purpley.
Yeah,
and
it's
Arcturus, I think, is like, he's got his shield up and he's got his hammer and he's like going like, and then just like, bleh.
Yeah, and he's just like hanging from the whip and then crumbles to the ground. And because of the fire damage, he won't recover. He won't gain his hit points back. And so as the troll tumbles to the soggy earth, let us take our second break and reflect upon our victories. Hallowed fish whip, excellent fire bolting. That chromatic orb, though, it's still going. It's sailing into the atmosphere somewhere. It'll be in space soon. Good luck, chromatic orb.
Gonna be alone.
Right. You see a chromatic orb slowly rotating through space as it flies out of the solar system. Good stuff. All right, everybody. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.